Hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? I hope y'all are doing well. We are going to be playing some American Truck Simulator today. Hope y'all are doing well. Very excited for this. Yeah, we're going to be doing a little bit of driving around in Montana. Honestly, this game got more of its DLCs than I actually need to check. At some point, I'll want to actually do some driving around in other states, but yeah, I'm pretty happy just driving around in Montana. Yeah, how y'all doing? I do hope y'all are doing well. I'm doing okay. Okay. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. All right. Continue career. Yeah, there's a lot of these DLC, which I would actually like to get at some point. I'd like to get some of the other ones. Okay. All right. Ah. Firm quick travel, I guess. Okay. And what we'll do is, I think we're gonna run still a couple of look at the freight market. What do we got? Oh, these are things that are going to be what's required and stuff. And I don't quite know. So I have to drive to Kalispell and then bring it to Billing. Not a horrible thing, but I don't know if my truck is good enough for that. So I think I'll just do a quick job. So we'll still take a Kalispell to Billings trip, but yeah. I was actually nearby Kalispell not too long ago. Apparently that's roughly the area where the apparently wasn't too terribly far off where I was. What was it? No, not F. Yes. Okay. Yeah, apparently I wasn't too far off of Kalispell where the men's rally that my church does was at, which was really cool. It was really fun to go to that. Although it is taking me a little bit longer to get kind of back into the swing of streaming. So, that is partly why. Do I have my lights on? Those are my headlights. Whoa, not G. What button? Okay, there we go. Now I got my lights on. So I can actually, drive correctly and hopefully not get in trouble for not having my lights on, which is what I've most of the time gotten fined for. So, yeah. This is pretty fun. I quite enjoy this game, at least for a sort of short kind of stream. I'm likely to only do this maybe 1, maybe 2 hours. So 1.5, 2 hours, probably stop maybe around 11. So that is kind of the way that I think this is going to go. But yeah, I do hope y'all are doing well. I might end up playing a couple of other games somewhat soon, but yeah, just figured it is Saturday. I do have my usual streams on Saturday, although this week has been a little short for streams, which has been my bad. Yeah, I do hope y'all are doing well. Let's see. There is, in fact, that change coming up, which will be rather fun to deal with this turn. Did that say... I couldn't tell. Was that 55 was the recommended turn? So 10 under? They recommended for that turn? That wasn't that bad. Wasn't that bad at all. Yeah, I do think if you use your own vehicles, you'll get much nicer trips. Although I do have to say, I do find it a bit upsetting that each place is a DLC. I kind of wish that, you know, each state's capital might not be the DLC, but might be done regular, or at least have some roads allowed between. That way I could, let's say, do some trips somewhere else in the state or in the country rather than just Montana, because I don't have any of the other DLC. I do kind of wish that was something that was different, but oh well. It is pretty fun, and I feel like I just kind of wanted to stream, get a couple of these in. Hopefully not add to the bunch of content that's going to end up getting made from the last few streams I've done of this game, so hopefully we don't have way too much going on for that stream, but yeah. Alright, let's keep going. Yeah, it is definitely going to be quite fun. I'm greatly going to enjoy going through all this. Alright. Right. Now I'm ready to go. Yeah. How's everyone doing today? Come on, let's please get my regular driving. Okay, so it's gonna go red to the, okay. So this light has the red on the kind of turn lane. Okay. I know a lot of roads that have that kind of middle turn lane will go to yellow. So, a bit surprised that one was red, but makes sense. A red one kind of means that you don't get as much change in position, so not all that surprised. Yeah. How is everyone doing, by the way? I know I've been asking that a little bit a few times this stream, but I don't know. I'm having an odd day today, so a little off today, but that's fine. Why I chose this game instead of one of my string games that I've been playing a lot more recently, and the longer games. Been a bit off for the last while, so hopefully we'll be able to get back into the swing of things. Yeah. I'm definitely really looking forward to getting the video for this game and the video for the video for this game and the video for I'm gonna do a video for this game and a video for Allen Tale Tavern, and try to release it. Hopefully both of those within the month, though I may end up not being able to get that all done. But yeah. Man, this is slow. I assume we're on a bit of a pitch right now, which is really fun to deal with. An incline in a truck. Not exactly an amazing, amazing thing to deal with. Come on, let's get going. Is that what's left of my mileage? I do think that's what's left of the mileage. I still have quite a lot of miles to go. But, oh well. Should be able to get there within reasonable amounts of time. Loose, especially when I start getting a bit more up to speed, I think it'll allow me to start getting there a lot quicker, which is going to be so nice. I did want to ask, what are some sorts of games you guys think I should try to prioritize playing? Because there's a couple of games I want to play that are going to be like, these are going to be like month-long games to play. Like, the goals will take about a month to complete for those games, so I'm curious what kind of games you think I should play. Whether it be more maybe story-based, or whether it'll be better, what you guys would like to see more story games, like maybe finishing Kingdom Come Deliverance, or whether we should do more games kind of like that are going to be more one-off type games. At least start as one-off games and see where things lead from there. I'm kind of curious what you guys think would be a nicer way to deal with that. It is always interesting in this game because of the fact that they don't use, they have the roads be the same, but they don't have anything else be the same. It does create a rather interesting shift. Oh good, I can continue without too much of a hassle. That's good. It just, yeah, that road was closed, so I have to make a detour. Amazing, but not awful. Looks like it just is pretty fine with that detour, so I'm good with that. Yeah. I'm trying to decide one thing that I've been debating recently. Oh. Go on. So annoyed by that occurring. So annoyed. I look away for 1 second, realize I need to slow down, and my vehicle doesn't slow down in time. So annoying, but it's what I get for not paying attention in a game that really requires my focus. Is that fabric on the back of these? That is. This is a, I think, standard box truck with a fabric lining, I think. That's kind of interesting to see. I didn't realize that this was like standard truck trailer type with a fabric outer covering. At least that's what it looks like, given what looks like the wrinkles on the back end of this vehicle. On the trailer. That's kind of cool. Alright. Yeah. Alright, let's try to not wreck anything this time. We can continue without making any damages. That would be wonderful. Or getting in trouble in any way, which would also be really useful. I don't think this is Missoula. I'm trying to slow down. Remember to stop. Now I can go. Lovely. Honestly, days like today are probably the days that I'm much happier that I'm a VTuber. I can only imagine what it ends up looking like, what I end up looking like right now. Oh well. There's some elements that make VTubing really great, and some elements that make VTubing not as good of an option, but pretty good. It all just really depends on if I can do it right. One of those bits is expressions, such as like more physical looks or angered looks that are hard to get across while you're using a VTuber model, especially if you don't have a dedicated thing for it. There are definitely quite a few looks that are obvious but subtle enough that I don't think the system can actually catch them. Which is somewhat upsetting, but I guess that is what it is. Alright, let's try to get going. We're slowly speeding up, which is good. We are still looking at about 9 a.m. arrival time. I can actually get up to speed. I can probably not end up running low on fuel or running out of fuel, which would be not great, but who knows? I do want to try maybe some gradual cargo runs, though those would take quite a bit of effort to try to get, but I might try to get some of those. But yeah, I don't know whether my vehicle is powerful enough for some of these. Not a horribly underpowered vehicle, but it's certainly not powerful enough for every job I can get. I do have to keep that in mind. I don't know where I can learn which is which, but who knows. Yeah. Finally up to 60, which is good. We really got to be freaking careful. Try not to run into anything. You know, anything more than I already have. Yeah, we're getting pretty good. really wish that I actually had the speed to do this well and quickly. The not being able to get up to even top speed for these missions is somewhat annoying. I understand that I'm probably on an incline way more than this weight that I'm pulling is reasonable to pull, but it is quite annoying. Yeah. I'm thinking I'm gonna try to maybe do shorter streams in the future, at least for a few of the days. So that'll be fun to try to figure out exactly how I want to handle those. But yeah, like I say, 4-hour streams on Saturdays being only like that, the maybe 2 to 3 or something like that. But I don't know. I don't know. I know longer streams were great for being visible longer and having more people have the chance to watch. But at the same time, doing longer streams does also take, of course, longer to do, which means that I have less time to be able to do things like try to edit videos. So, but we're getting close to Butte. Pretty close to Butte. Or at least we're going towards Butte. Alright, taking that exit, that would put me going towards Idaho Falls, which is cool. Alright. Rocker exit. Okay. I assume that there's Rocker is probably some sort of like truck stop areas, which are always interesting to me, these sorts of truck stop, not necessarily towns, but they're just, it's areas that are entirely just a kind of like a truck stop, and that's like it for another decent couple of miles. Although the distance to split off going, what is it? Towards city center versus going to Billings. So I don't know where exactly I am. That would be, I'm close to Butte. Okay. So it's the difference between going kind of central to Butte versus just over towards the outer reaches of Butte. Okay. Alright. Got about 5 hours to go, which is nice. We'll hopefully get that pretty quickly. Come on, try not to crash, please. Really like not to do that. Okay, and this is where the difference between going towards Helena and going towards Billings. Wait a second. Oh, I guess going on would put me towards Helena and going up puts me to Billings. Okay. Yeah. What's really fun is that I don't actually think that the road that I need to that you take to go in the direction where I went for the endpoint that I went to last week, which is why I didn't have a stream last Saturday. Yeah, I don't think the roads that are actually necessary to get there are even in the game, which kind of makes sense. They're kind of out of the way. Now, there are some of the random landmark sort of things where it's like, oh, here's like a tourist thing, just something that people can recognize about, let's say, a gas station or other random location. So, for instance, there's a gas station on the way where it just has a big cow. There's just like a cow statue just in the front of a gas station. There's practically almost nothing else around there. And so it's just, This is the landmark that tells you this is a spot to turn here. There's just a big cow. One of those odd occurrences. I wonder if I'd look it up if I could actually find that. I don't know. I do think it's kind of funny. We're nearing the Continental Divide, which is good. I always love dealing with the Continental Divide. Of course, it's going to want me to slow down now that I finally get up to speed. I don't think I need to necessarily slow down, but I do think that'll certainly put in a way better light my driving than previously. Because I already got fined nearly $3 grand for crashing and running red lights, as well as speeding. So I'd like not to get fined much more than that. And this is where there was that the truck ramp. Runaway Truck Road, which I do find kind of interesting because I have never heard of one of those before. Your spot for a truck, if it's, you know, its brakes aren't running just or working, to just basically get off the main road. Never heard of that before until seeing that sign in the game. So I think that's kind of cool. Alright, let's try to get going. Alright, so there's that train. I really wish I knew areas better and actually drove some of these so I could kind of see and know exactly what areas are being what areas are actually being portrayed, because a good chunk of land is basically looking quite like this. Hills, flat land, and that's kind of it. There's just hills, and then there's flat land in a direction. Sometimes it's hard to tell where you need to go. Yeah. We're almost halfway through the trip. So, hopefully we can finish the trip without doing too much more damage to anything. And then, yeah, we'd be pretty good. Yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good. I think I'll probably do 3 runs, and then if the rush is here by that time, then we might, do a couple reactions, but yeah, I think 2.5 hours stream is probably gonna be the main goal. Yeah, I really think this game's, it's odd with this game because of the fact that a lot of areas aren't actually nearby. Like, the place that I live currently is not in the game. Like, you can't get near there. Despite there being the main road, the main highway road at least, not exactly far away from that position. So it's kind of upsetting, but I mean, it's not the worst thing ever. Because there's a road that runs, I think, east of the spot that one of the roads, there's a road that runs east that I believe also connects to, I think it's Billings? Like if you go through Helena, you can make your way to Billings. But there's no connection like that in the game. I wonder what roads they have you take to get from Helena to Billings in the game. Oh, wow, we're near White Sulphur Springs? Okay. I didn't know White Sulphur Springs was in this area. So that would be this, White Sulphur Springs would be this exit. Okay. I assume White Sulphur would be just a little beyond that road, but yeah. Oh, that's something that I do want to do that I just thought of. Yeah, I really want to do that now. I want to look up if there's a GeoGuessr for Montana and see if I can't figure out where things are from that position. That'd be kind of cool. I think that'd be kind of fun. Yeah, I definitely like that idea. Though I can imagine there's quite a few areas that I would have no idea where it is in Montana. Yeah, I think that'd be really cool. So I might look into doing that. That might be really fun. Because yeah, there's a lot of roads in Montana. Do not crash into that vehicle. Yeah, there's a lot of areas in Montana that look basically like this. Rocks on one side, river to one side, and then there's just open field. So, who knows? I definitely recognize the area around White Sulphur Springs, though, because I've been there before. Technically, it could have been there also this year, but didn't end up taking that opportunity. It would have been fun, but finances are not always amazing for fun events. They do recognize some of these sorts of areas. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, there's definitely some of these roads which I kind of wish that I knew where they were in relation to what I know where is. Oh well. At least the rough way I know where things are. Alright, let's see. Please don't hit a vehicle. I am going nearly 10 above. Yay. Okay. As we climb, there'll be a good chance to slow down. Do not hit the vehicle, please. I've crashed here before. That was fun. Crashed in the game before in this area. It's always fun to recognize places. So I got about 2 hours to go. This is Laurel and Red Lodge. Okay. I don't quite know exactly where those are in relationship to the areas that I've been to. That's fun. I do hope I have about 2 hours of sleep and fuel, but I might not. So I think I'll probably pull over at the next pump to refuel. Yeah, there's a refuel. Okay. I always hate dealing with these way stations. Though I do understand why they exist. Well, somewhat. Alright, let's go. We'll get weighed, and then we'll be on our way. All right. All right, we can now be on our way. Yay! All right. Yeah, pretty excited for this. All right. Oh, Billings is. Wait, is this Billings 1 mile? The area that I need to go to is 1 hour outside of Billings? 'Cause I don't think Billings is big enough to require, like, over an hour of travel internally. I mean, it might take like an hour to cross. I just wouldn't expect that. Then again, I guess I don't know too much about the Billings area besides where a couple of restaurants are, and that's kind of it. Because that's about the only area that I actually go to in any of these places. Is like if I'm going somewhere, it's because there's a restaurant that my family's going to for some sort of family event. So, makes sense that I wouldn't know how long certain areas might take to go to. I'm just surprised when they take a long time. Don't usually anticipate such. I just realized I am carrying 3 of these. Well, I realized that earlier, but like, it's just now, like, clicking just how much I am carrying. Which is kind of ridiculous. I'll be honest. Alright, let's see. Come on. Light change, please. Alright, we'll be changing lights soon. Go. Alright. Oh, that's gonna be really good. So, I think I might have just enough fuel. So I do have to say, having these taller buildings does make sense for Billings. Because I think most of, like, Billings, I think and I think Missoula, I believe. Don't know if Kalispell's a bigger, city than, I'm trying to remember. I know Helen is not exactly a very large, city in any capacity, but I don't know. I don't know. Alright. Think I'm good to take this turn. Nope. Still counts as a red light violation. Okay. No right on red, apparently. Good to know. Good to know. Alright. Don't understand that. Alright, let's go down here. Alright. As I found out, there's no right on red, so I not take a turn until this tells me to take a turn. So, here. Oh god, I'm backing up. Eh. I just pull back forward. Come on, there we go. Now I can get moving. Please. Oh, come on. Come on. I don't know why going further down the hill would cause it to be better for me pulling forward, but I can at least start moving like that from that position. So I guess I'm going to have to sit back here to be able to actually get moving for some reason. Love that. Love that. Oh, I'm going to be able to get moving soon. Yay! No red light violations, so I won't get charged, because that. Oh yeah. Hopefully I'll be able to eventually do like regular driving, so I don't need to deal with some of these roads, but alright, let's see. Come on. This takes so long. I hate these stupid red lights. They last about as long as the actual red lights do, which are not nearly as long as the game I think plays them to be. At least it feels long. The next time one of these changes red, I'm gonna actually have to look at, how many in-game minutes they stay red for. Feels like they stay red for like a minute and a half real time, but I don't know how long that is in-game time. Even if it's about 40 minutes, we'll say for... Oh good, I can actually look this up. That's 54. So it's 54 when the red light started. Right, we're already at 2 minutes. Are these like 3-minute red lights? Might be 3-minute or 2-minute thing red lights, which would really be annoying. At least maybe 2 minutes. Yeah, 2 minutes between those, 3 minutes for the other ones. Okay. Where are you? Oh, come on, vehicle. I started from Kalispell. I think, in Billings. I believe I'm in Billings. So, how you doing, Nick? Uh, kind of randomly decided to end up playing this again. I do need to actually do a... I'm trying to figure out how I want to do a video for this game. Because, honestly, I think I have enough clips from me just crashing to make a decent video out of it. So, yeah. Let's see. Alright. Oh, I have to take a turn. Whoosh. Stop moving. Before I run into something. Stop moving. I don't care if you're supposed to be there or not. I'm moving now. Okay. Yeah, I'm in Billings. Okay. Let's see. I'm almost completely tired. It makes sense. I think I started driving at like 11. It's now 11. Or no, I'm expected to be there by 11. So, yeah, I think I started about 11. I'll probably end at about 11. Seems about right. I really don't like those stupid... By they go. I really wish that I could get rid of those stupid bots easier. So annoying to deal with. Yeah, I think I'm a little outside of Billings. And then we'll do more of these. I didn't realize just how long some of these trips take in game. I should really slow down before things go really poorly. Alright. New way to... okay. Thank you very much for the follow. And that's New Addiction Farm. Thank you very much for following on Kick. Definitely hope that's a regular person, not a bot. Because I have had way too many bots on Kick. I mean, there's the standard bots on Twitch as well, but they are probably about equal for the amount of bots on both platforms, which is really ridiculous. So the Kick bots are the more annoying ones, because they seem to actually follow you every once in a while. And so they do play into the same effects as the Twitch ones, where they follow at the same time that they put in the first chat message. If they actually do chat. Notice a lot of I assume they're bots on Kick. That's unfortunate. Yeah, a lot of the bots on Twitch seem to have the unfortunate effect of just following for some reason. They don't do anything else, they just follow. 90% certain that they're bots. Hard to tell. Alright, let's see here. Oh, it's another one of these quarries. Okay. Or is this... Yeah, this is a quarry. Dang it. As I said, I could probably make an entire video out of just me crafting. Okay. Oh. Well, that's interesting. Curious that that pops up. Did I set something to the same button? I might have set something oddly enough to the same button that someone else was using. Unintentionally. Rather surprised by that. Might have to change that, because I think that's the same button I used to replenish things on the Streamlabs. And that's the replay buffer, so it would, I believe, if I remember this right, I do believe that that should have just made a clip out of that for good. Should I park it? Alright, we'll do this. I am not nearly a good enough driver to own these myself. I really wish that I could turn quicker. That would help so much if I could actually turn reasonably quick. Alright, and that's the trip. Really don't know how I managed to get excellent. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna do another quick job. So I need a callus belt. Oh, wow. That is going to be a very long trip. Not a bad trip. Oh, Billings is over here. Okay, then. Okay, so the trip would be this way. Okay. I'm trying to remember where, like, the East Helena, going to Billings. Trying to figure out how that actually, the kind of direction that would usually go. I think I might go. Close window. I think I'm gonna take. I think I'm gonna take the big job. Wait, I want breakables. Wait. You know what? We'll take this one. We'll take that one for 19K. Alright. Thompson Falls to Laurel. Nice. Alright, we'll do this trip and then we might be able to do one more trip after this. Or I'm gonna Falls. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Don't really care about the stop sign. You. Okay. Alright. Alright. That means the train is... Where's the train? Ah, there's the train. Train will be coming around that way. Pretty cool. I do like the trains. I think that's kind of cool bit for the trains to end up going and driving around, although that bus seems to be going a lot quicker than 65. So that might just be the fact that I'm also going about 60 the other direction. Very well might be why it looks like he's going way quicker than that. Alright. Let's go the other direction. Dang it. I really hate that you have to basically be stopped in order to make some of these turns. Going at anything less than like, anything more than like, I don't know, 10 miles an hour basically causes you not to be able to turn any sharper than like 90 degrees in a like decently wide arc. I don't really know what to call. Like, you can't seem to turn your wheels long, more than like 5 degrees at like any speed above like 15. You get like 10 degrees until you slow down, and then you can actually turn the wheels more. Annoying. Because we need to crash so frequently because I don't have freaking responsive steering. Oh, that could just be me being horrible at steering in any games. Alright. Let's go. I will probably want to slow down a bit. Okay. Let's over. Really? We gotta go to 30. Ooh, excuse me. Oh well. Alright, let's... That says... Oh, it's a little further. I was about to say, that says no left turn. How am I supposed to get on the road if it says no left turn? Easy. I'm looking at the wrong turn. This makes sense. Old Creek Road. Okay. Alright. Let's get moving. I don't think I've ever actually been on this road, which is nice. I don't think I've been this direction. So... that is always nice to see. Oh, and there's the train. Getting a bit up in speed, which is good. Yeah. Pretty good. That's kind of cool that they have that broken tree over there. That's a cool little detail. Something a little different than just the standard old trees. Well, to be fair, I think all these trees are made using the billboard type, so... Oh, it makes sense. Probably easiest to do trees as billboards at this distance. And trying to have any of these modeled in any degree would be probably a bit of a pain in the rear end. So, makes sense to have it be billboarded. Alright, so... Oh, does that say Missoula? I think that's what that said. So I think I'm about Missoula. I think that's where I'm roughly at. Right, where does this say? I have no idea. Okay. Alright. We still have about 5 hours to go. We are doing pretty good. I'm finally at speed, which is nice. Love when I can finally get to speed. I'm gonna try to maintain speed going through a lot of this. Try to make up some lost time through any times I had to basically be stopped to make a turn. So I am going about 80 and a 65, so I should probably not do that. Although it is fun to do, so apparently Great Falls is somewhere connecting to this road. Oh, do not crash. Need not to do that. So that would be the off ramp to get to the highway to go to Great Falls. It's really still. Yeah. All right. Let us go. All right. We are going very, very fast. Oh, I'm going 80. We're a little over 80 right now and a 70. That's nice. I should probably slow down a bit. What do I have to say? I really like the area that I'm in. This kind of wooded area. I think it looks nice. Alright. That's kind of cool to just go over the train. I think that's really cool. Wow, there's 8 viewers. Right now I got total. Nice. How y'all doing? Total 8 viewers. Nice. It's always fun to see just how many people I end up getting. That's kind of cool to see. Alright, let's get going. Alright. Slowly getting there. So I am getting a little distracted, which is always fun. I love when I end up being distracted a bit. Especially with such heavy pieces of machinery. Although I do think I'm probably going to end up getting some of the fragile cargo missions and allowing them to be done. Oh, hey, Naresh. Oh, dang it. How you doing, Naresh? Alright, we're... Oh yeah, I recognize this. We're on the stretch when I was going between Kalispell and Billings. I think this was some of that. There was Idaho Falls to Butte, I think. Yeah. Might have been Idaho Falls to Billings, but I'm 95% certain it was Idaho Falls to Butte. So I think I've been there before. And I just hit them again. I will do this again. There we go. I need to remember that I have that button. Because I have a button that should allow for Streamlabs to basically cut a portion of the video or the stream and make that its own separate recording, I think. I don't know. I think it's for like highlights and stuff. But I used it before, so it'll be interesting to see how it works. I think I have enough fuel. Oh, I'm going 81 in a 65. I should probably slow down. If I slow down, I just mean let off the gas. Oh, you're going way fast. Alright, I almost crashed into stuff. Yeah. Yeah, only 4 hours left. Oh, we're done Butte now. Nice. I love frickin' dealing with Butte. It's always fun. There's Billings, Butte, and Bozeman. I can never remember which one's which. Like, which one has what. So, that's always fun. Yeah, of course I did that. This is why I'm supposed to be driving at about the speed limit and not above the speed limit. There we are. I really hope that the other thing's working as well. Should be, but I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, be quite nice to end up getting everything. Well, 3 hours remaining. I really do hope that I have enough fuel. I have a feeling I might not, which would suck. Yeah, I definitely think I have. Yeah. Alright. I am so very distracted. That's quite fun to do with. I'm just with chat and looking at chat, but just in general, I'm distracted. Which has been quite fun to do it. Yeah. Okay. Huh. Hey, we're by Continental Divide once again. I do find really interesting the way that all the water flows basically between the different locations due to and plenty of goodies to be had. Oh boy. Slow down. Well, that couldn't have gone any better than that did. As I was saying, plenty of distracted so far tonight. Plenty of distracted. Plenty of distracted. Oh hi, do not hit the police car. I'm just glad that that police car didn't give me a speeding ticket as well. Knowing my luck, that would have been, what, the third one today? I've only done 2 trips so far, and that would have been the 3rd speeding ticket. And at least, I think, 2 different red lights and about 5 crashes into other motor vehicles. It's been a very eventful stream so far. Alright, less speed. Alright, let's see. Can I get... If I can get there before... I wonder if I can get it down to well below, 7 p.m. at the end time. If I can get it before 7 p.m., that'd be pretty impressive. So it will require me to speed quite significantly. So I'm gonna do it anyway, because why not? Hasn't gone really poorly for me at all today. As I said, with the 3 speeding tickets already today. It's, I really do doubt that I'm going to be able to get there before 4-7, but it's a decent goal to shoot for. Alright. Really does make quite a show of the difference that only, like, that speeding a bit does end up having on the time that you arrive is not all that much. Probably not really worth a lot, but meh. Love dealing with speeding quite a bit. Okay, let's get moving. Oh yeah, we're already by Sulphur Springs again. I would have been there around this month, but... Or it could have been. Not gonna end up happening this year, but I was there about this time last year, so... Kinda cool to end up being. Although you can definitely tell, yeah, you can definitely tell the sulfur in White Sulphur Springs. Pretty cool. Definitely pretty cool. Okay. Now I gotta go find fuel, which is really going to suck. Because that means that I'm going to be really slow, and I don't think I can do a refill in less than like half an hour of this in-game time. So I think I'm definitely not going to be able to get there before 7. I might have been able to if I hadn't, you know, jackknifed so many times or crashed so many times. But, you know. Oh, wow, we're almost going 90 miles an hour in a 70. What a wonderful thing. So glad there are no police that really do anything about this. That does not have any fuel. That's unfortunate. Alright, time to continue my speeding. I'm surprisingly doing well, considering how fast I'm going. Alright. Alright, let's get going. Now at less than an hour to go. I really hope I have enough fuel for this. I have a big worry that I don't. That was close. Very, very close to running out of fuel. I do think I'm going to be close enough to not matter. Oh yeah, I really should start slowing down now. You know, not going 80 and a 70. Okay. And then we just pull off the road here. As always, I really seem to not like those things. Alright. Get back to moving again. Okay, I got 12-minute movement. I definitely think I'll be able to make it to it without any issues, so. At the very least, I don't think I'm going to run out of fuel and have to be towed. Just as long as things don't do that. Don't do that. You know what? As long as I'm not fined for that, I'm fine with it. Come on. I really need to get this parked. I don't have a lot of fuel. I'm running on fumes here. Running on fumes. Okay. Alright, I assume that this is some construction zone that I'm gonna end up pulling this to, or... I mean, doesn't necessarily look like a construction... Oh yeah, there it is. This makes sense to put construction machinery in. I really don't like that I have to basically be stopped to get the widest turning circle. Oh, dang it. Okay, we're going to be... Where do you need it? Okay, that's gonna be a fun one to do. Don't crash, please. Okay, at the very least, I don't think I can run out of gas at this stage. Please don't. Good. Okay. Ow. Okay, so I need to turn the wheel this way. Okay. I'm gonna pull forward a bit more. Okay, well, this is not exactly how I wanted this to go, but... really not doing this very well. No, no, that's not what I wanted. Dang it. Right. Okay, I'm really not making any progress doing this, so I'm just gonna pull forward further, across the main road, and just back up like this. No, I want to go this way further. A little bit further. Yes. All right. I may only be moving at 1 mile an hour, but I can actually control this at 1 mile an hour. Okay. I think we're gonna do one more trip, and then I'll do the reactions. Well, actually, how long is the reaction likely to be? Is it just that one, or are there gonna be quite a few? Fragile cargo. We're gonna put it to fragile cargo. Jobs. I kind of want to try a fragile cargo mission. Quite a few. Well, I'm not sure how many I could. Oh, okay. Okay. There's this one from Laurel to Kalispell, which has got some fragile cargo. High value, fragile cargo. We'll take that one, I guess. From Laurel to Kalispell. Lovely. Okay. Oh, good. I'm using a truck carrier. A fragile cargo, so I gotta be careful not to break anything. This is gonna be fun. I gotta be on my best driving. I cannot do stupid. I got very high, it's not high value fragile, but it's just fragile, but still. Gotta be on my best driving to not smash up cargo. Okay, I'm good to take my turn. Alright. I'm gonna try to do this my very best. And hopefully I don't get tired and end up doing some real stupid stuff. Walmart. Which is definitely a, in representation of where there was probably a Walmart. Although they might just have that for any big store. I.e. either Walmart or... Okay. So now I think I either have differential on or off. I can never remember, but eh. We get upwards of a couple hundred. Don't know how much I'm gonna need to hire people. I do know that I think I'm gonna need to end up hiring some new people at some point, which is a bit annoying, but oh well. I don't understand that crosswalk turning lane thing. Doesn't make too much sense to me. Like, there's a turning lane with a median and a crosswalk that just splits the turning lane in half. That is a very odd road design in my opinion, but I assume there was a reason it was put there, so who knows. It just looked really close to the exit on the other, on that, turn. But again, who knows. I certainly haven't the slightest. Yay. Of course, this is a three-way stop, so I gotta stop. Love these stupid intersections. Yeah, we're gonna try to do this the very best we can, actually doing this to try not to crash into anything and get there on time. So I'm gonna try to make sure that I can get there before, we're gonna say 3:30. I don't think it's possible I get it there before 3, but I can definitely aim pretty close to getting there before 3:30. The very least before 4. Go! Goal is again, I have fragile cargo, so it takes a lot more damage whenever I get hit with the trailer. So try not to have anything hit the trailer. Yeah. Oh, also, I did find a way to end up getting Arknight's Enfield. I believe it's on, I think it's the Epic Games store, so I was able to get it there, but I just don't know when I'm gonna, like, when I'll end up giving that game a try. Yeah. I'm gonna get it off of the website because it took a bit too long. I mean, I could probably get it from the website now as well, but I can at least get it off the Epic Games store. So, but, yeah. At least I have the option of playing it from there. I think I can also, yeah, get it off the website because I think it finally got approved. All the limit breaks. I don't think I have access to Discord right now, though. Yeah, I do need to end up playing more, yeah, there's probably more to play there as well, but, yeah. I don't know how I'm going to be able to get Discord, but everything else, I think, is pretty much there, I think. I don't know. I find it sometimes a bit hard to tell. I have my lights on, right? Does maybe look that way. Let's see. No, that's me turning my lights off. Dang it. And I had them on, too. And then I turned them off, not realizing it. At least I don't have any damage yet. And at least I wasn't speeding, so I didn't get in trouble even more for speeding. I would have been a bit more upset by that one. But, oh god, no, no, no. Really need to pay attention. I don't want to break anything. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I might be able to get Discord, but it's definitely going to require some more communication with the person who now controls it, since I switched over, who has the control over what I can and cannot do. So, that is something, at least. So hopefully things can occur a little more quickly when I decide to initiate them. Yeah, White Sulphur Springs again. Yeah, it's definitely kind of cool to end up actually finally going to a hot springs. I hadn't been to one previously. Pretty cool. Pretty much just large, more or less just a large hot tub kind of thing, but it's definitely kind of cool. Oh, and did the fiber arrive? I did not. Somehow I accrued no damage from that. I don't know how, but sure. No, I have no idea what was going on with that fiber, because, yeah, as far as I'm aware, it didn't arrive at all, which is kind of strange, because if they did, I don't know if it got postponed at all, or what. I'll have to look more into it again, but, yeah. I mean, to be fair, this has been a really odd year, so who knows what plans might have been in place that could have technically occurred, but didn't, because I'll be honest, it is such an odd winter this year. There was, like, I think last year around this time, we were hitting, like, max, like, 20 degrees Fahrenheit, and I think we're getting in, like, max highs of, like, 50 on a regular basis. Like, it is a strangely warm winter. This is a ridiculously warm winter. Yeah, it's just been a very strangely warm winter. I am... Whew. Yeah. It's been an odd year. What was this thing last year? I don't know. I was thinking about that. I just thought of that as like, yeah, decent. No, not again. I really need to pay attention to what I'm doing. As I was saying, I really want to make sure I don't crash a lot. Yeah. I do hate that I end up getting in trouble if I don't have my lights on, but I can't tell if I have my lights on until it's, like, this dark out. Because otherwise the ambient light completely surpasses the regular light. But, oh well. I do find it odd where they have, roads where both the truck and regular car speed are at the same when it comes to that. I wonder, I guess it might be that trucks just don't go over 70. Could be. I don't know. I've seen it go over 70 for speed limit on the trucks, so that very well might be the case. I don't know. Okay. Oh, good. Road work ahead. Speed limit to 55. Love dealing with road work. Honestly, this kind of occurs so frequently. There was one road that I remember being kind of like this for like at least probably at least like a year of just constant road work basically. I didn't drive it frequently, so and it does get kind of too cold to do much road work for a good chunk of the year, but it's still pretty ridiculous just how much road work was done on that road. Let's get moving. Pretty close. It is recommending only 60 for this turn, which is just fine. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to get upwards of 60, so that's pretty good. I do have to say, I do find it odd to kind of play this game and see what they do and do not possess for roads. I know I mentioned this earlier, but like, right next to the city of Helena, there's, I think, at least one other city that is pretty darn close to it that ends up having some, that ends up having a road that comes out of it that goes in a direction that I don't think I can actually get to through the game, which I do find odd. But who knows? Maybe there's a reason for it. I don't know. But, yeah. Because that would be a path that is the path I usually take if I'm going from Helena to Billings, rather than the path the game takes. So I do suppose that would be the only thing necessarily on that path. So I imagine it's just a matter of how much work they wanted to do and what they wanted to model in terms of highways. Because I'm pretty sure these are most of the, what would be considered, I think, major roads, rather than I get to bypass the way station. Yay! I love that. That is wonderful. The way stations are kind of annoying. Alright, let's... Oh, I'm speeding it again. That's fine. I'll just continue to speed by apparently 10. That's just fine. Honestly, I would really hate driving some of these roads. But, I don't know. I do kind of wish that, yeah, some of the roads that I usually would drive on are actually here. But, oh well. I do know, unfortunately, I can't end up going towards the location that... I'm actually curious. I wonder where it was, now that I think about it. I'm really wishing I had access to, like, Google Maps so I can show things on, yeah, do things like do Google Maps stuff. That'd be kind of... There's some locations that I find kind of interesting that would be kind of cool to end up showing if I can actually find them. Because there's like a... Because I almost completely forgot about this. Because I hadn't realized it On the path that I ended up taking in order to get to where the men's rally that I was at last week, um, there is a gas station. And in front of the gas station, there is this big cow statue. There's just a big cow statue. And it's one of those things that, like, is just, if the people who driven by that area will automatically know what happens if you're talking about a big cow. Like, take a right at the big cow is like a way the directions might be given. And I completely forgot about this big cow until last week, because I was, again, I saw it the year before at the men's rally, but completely forgot that it was a thing until, again, last week. So, and I just find it absolutely hilarious just seeing it, because it's just really random. Because, right, the only thing that's near there is, like, I'd say maybe 10 houses and a gas station and a just big cow on the corner. And that's all that's in that area. It is one of the most random things for just a gas station to have, but it has it. I kind of wish that I knew how to, like, a good way to end up pulling that image up. Because I think it's just funny. No. At least I didn't damage anything. At least I didn't damage anything. Okay. We'll be there by about 2 in the morning, which is good. I'm curious if I could actually find an image of the cow and then show it off. It'd be kind of annoying to do, but I might do that, just because I think it's kind of funny to see. And really would only make sense to show off while I'm playing this game. Because in no other context would I think showing off the big cow statue make any sense to do. Yeah. I think it's just kind of one of those random things, because it's over by Kalispell, which I do believe is the exit location for this trip, but I don't think you end up getting anywhere near where this cow statue would be, because it's on a more or less not exactly the most traveled road. The kind of traffic in this game with, like, the, 1 or 2 cars basically on any given road is pretty much the traffic you get on that road. There is so little traffic. It is quite insane. Hey, Kalispell. Yeah. I'm kind of surprised, since Missoula and Kalispell are only an hour away from each other. I don't know, I don't actually know exactly how close certain places are to each other, and so, like, seeing, Missoula and Kalispell being like an hour and 50 away very well might be the case, and it might just be the way that, the way that I kind of see where things are placed, but I don't know. I cannot remember the last time that I actually been to Missoula, so it has been quite a while. Because, I'll be honest, I don't know if there's anything in Missoula that is not in some of the other cities that are a little closer. I do think the Missoula trip's about 4 hours. Like, I could be completely talking out my rear. I have no idea. I really have no idea. I am happy though that at least I have not gotten any damage to either cab or trailer this entire time. Or at the very least, no visible damage on the markers. So. And it does look like I will be able to make it to the place even before 3, which I am really, really pleased with. I thought I wasn't gonna make it to there before 3:30, but I'm gonna make it there before 3. Very pleased with that. Very, very pleased. Pretty good. Oh, I am somehow going 90 miles an hour. I did not realize I was going that fast. And stop. Boom. And that was the best I've done at actually lining up at a stoplight. I don't know why I almost hit parking light. That is nowhere near what I was supposed to say. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Yeah. I'm pretty good. Pretty good. That is not the right beat. I'm trying to remember a beat for a song because I just remembered it. Beats are fun to do if I have nothing that I know what else to do. Alright. I'm trying to remember that stupid song, dang it. It's like a song that I'm trying to remember so desperately because I really don't remember it, but how was it played? Not quite it either. Dang it, I am completely forgetting the lyrics to this song. Oh well. I remember the beat to it, at least part of the beat. Okay, I am so very distracted. Jeez. Okay. Oh, I am very spaced out. Come on. Allow me to move. Honestly, the timings of this worked out pretty darn well. I intended to kind of try to end the stream before too late. I think I'm gonna be able to do that, which I'm pretty happy about. Because I want to end up getting back into the habit of ending my streams before it ends up being, oh wow, hey, Thank you for the raid, Orcish Fence. Thank you very much for the raid. Hello, raiders. I'm just doing a little bit of, yeah, I'm just doing a little bit of, trucking. Thank you so very much for the raid. Oh, geez. Oh, God. I'm going to have to pay attention to the chat a little bit from now because I am very, very bad with driving, but I crash rather frequently, so I will look at the chat in a second. Let me just get this to its destination, as these are semi-fragile cargoes. Oh, shoot. Please don't crash. Okay. Okay. Oh, yes. Yes, thank you very much, Naresh, for always remembering to talk about the Discord whenever people join. Because I always forget that it's not exactly I really need to see if I can't set up the bot that, like, at regular intervals, promotes stuff. I need to see if I can't remember how to put that together, or figure out how to put that kind of thing together. Yes, right, I will read the very close. I use that bot, very useful. Yeah. I know there's several bots, I've never, oh god, I'm going to have to slow down significantly, do not crash. I've already crashed into several vehicles, so far. Okay, perfect. Okay, you know what, well, this is good. This is a good time to catch some chat. It's in a hot minute. Need to get on for the Iowa DLC. We'll do. Okay. Yeah. And then the nightfall. Yeah. Yeah. I wish I had more of the DLC. I only have the Montana DLC, mostly because I come from Montana, and so I really wanted to be able to drive around my home state. But yeah, that is pretty much the only reason why I ended up getting the Montana DLC is and even this game was one of my brothers was talking about this game and the fact that he was playing that they had a Montana DLC. And yeah. Oh god. Don't crash, please. Get out of the I believe that's called a suicide lane. Literally why I want the Iowa DLC. Oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah. And this is so cool. Yeah, I've been very excited. Yeah. Basically, one of my brothers mentioned that they had this because I have lived near the I've lived in Montana pretty much my entire life, besides the brief stint where I ended up living in besides a brief stint when I ended up living in Mississippi, not Mississippi, why am I forgetting the name of it? Tennessee. Dang it. At least I've only had 3% damage today. That's for this trip. Way better than my other one with like 28%. Okay, enter. We will back it into position. Where do they want me to put this? I think it's a little beyond back. Where do they want me to put this? Oh! I am going to need to turn around significantly. Please don't break anything doing this. Okay, let's try to go around the other side. Please don't break anything. Okay, so I believe I can make my way this way. And I think this will be the easiest way to get into that parking spot. Oh, God. Really? Fine, I'll do this. No! Damage to my trailer! And it looks like I can't get there, so I'm just gonna do that. Dang it. Well, that's unfortunate. I did get still a decent amount of XP because of the fragile cargo, so... Oh, good. Another Twitch clip. Alright. Actually, yeah. It's a good time to go do the reactions to the Twitch clips. So let me pull that up quick. We'll just here. I want not that one. Wait, what? Oh, this is this. Come over here.
I don't think I'm going to be able to do
What?
it. Like, if I power on tonight, I'm not going to be done till like 3 a.m.
Shut up. I don't want that to be playing. There was a previous stream I was watching. Okay. Going. Let's get to my clips for the stream. I always react to the clips that were made of the stream. Kind of at the tail end of the stream. Oh, excuse me. And this will also be good to show off just how bad of a driver I truly am. Because I truly am a bad driver, which is why I'm going to try to make a thing purely of my bad driving. All right. Oh, we're just going to go back over to the live screen. Good. So I think it was this one. Oh, wow. Thank you, Ruby Rose, for the follow. All right. We got this one. Oh, it's... I can't remember if this is a crash one or not, but... Done. Oh, hey, Naresh. Oh, dang it. Oh, yeah, I did bump into the other vehicle. Okay. And then we have the knife to jack them all. And plenty of goodies to be had. Oh, boy. Slow down. Ah, yes. Oh, crank up the volume. Okay. That couldn't have gone any better than that did. As I said, not a great driver. Especially as a distracted driver. As I was saying, plenty of distracted so far tonight. Plenty of distracted. Plenty of distracted. Yeah. And then we have this one. Speed Demon. Try to maintain speed going through a lot of this. Try to make up some lost time through any times I had to basically be stopped to make a turn. So I am going about 80 and a 65, so I should probably not do that. Although it is fun to do, so... I just realized, how much of the stream have I been spent, like, looking further down and not as kind of up as I usually am. But let me just quickly refresh the page to hopefully get the rest of the clips. This is not okay. This one. Why am I forgetting the name of it? Tennessee. Ah, yes. Dang it. At least I've only had 3% damage today. That's for this trip. Yes, yes,
Way
yes.
better than my other one with like 28%.
Yes, yes, yes. All right, and then the final clip is least eventful parking. Parking spot. Oh god, this literally just happened, but I'll still put
Really?
them on anyway. Fine, I'll do this. No damage to my trailer. All right, and then we'll do the other reaction that you had suggested before the rain rush. Let's see here. Oh, 27 minute. Okay, that is going to be quite the reaction. Yeah, for those who ended up joining on the raid, I do reactions at the end of all of my streams. So, yeah, if you want to stick around for the reaction segments, thank you for sticking around. And that's gonna be basically finished reacting to this, and then probably that'll be pretty much the end of the stream. So, yeah, unless there's more things to react to after that. 288 AD broke out between the emotionally. Okay, I am slow at reading. I'm going to do that again. I paused it. Dang it. Okay. 2884 AD, a battle broke out between the mercenary troops and Shutrul forces in the Australian desert, surrounded by a strong electromagnetic active waves without any hope of reinforcement. The battle was getting furious, and also it was getting dark. Okay. I have no idea what this is, so SF3B. I don't know what this is. Okay. Let's see. That is so very bright. And yes, max out the volume. Good, good, good. It should be volume maxed, so. And then I'll look at the wiki after this. It is quite quiet. Yeah. I don't think there's anything else I can do to turn it up, though. I can do this, but I don't know if that turns it up at all on your guys' end or just on mine. Oh, the truck has descended into the thing. Alright, this looks really interesting. It's very apocalyptic here. Are you able to get extensions? I believe so, yeah, why? There's several sound boosters. Ah! Okay. Here. I might also be able to do this. 1 second. Move this here. That'll definitely help. I am going to turn down this on my own end. I gotta get everything else pulled back up. So that, there we go. Alright. So I did just I can boost it just a second. Okay, so there's next. Just to see. All of icons got even bigger. What? Oh yes. It continues to grow. the more apps I install, the bigger that gets. And, well, even if I never play a game, I'll end up keeping the app installed for quite a while until I get pretty much maxed.
Give me water.
So, yeah. It grows quite quickly. Some of those things I've never opened and had installed for years.
I can't believe what happened last night. Give me the status report.
Right. Love that. Can't read any of that text. Gotta love it.
Give me the damage report.
Okay, so he is inside of a mech suit.
Only 3 laser cannons left. No fuel. Effective firing range 60 feet. I can throw farther than that. Damage to the mobility unit. Forget it. We're the only survivors.
Pause and
well, come on, let's get going.
Yeah. I mean, nope, this is max quality. It is just... yeah. Possibility, return to base.
34%. You're full of good news. That's why I was against this operation. But would I listen to myself? No. I let him flatter me. Tell me I was going to be the savior of the Civil War. 34%. This is far too dangerous.
Okay.
I don't have much choice.
Standing by. Okay.
Let me see an outside view.
There's basically a dude with very minimal mobility. Interesting. Very interesting.
I wonder if I'll ever be able to get in touch with other people again.
Landsrocker Nummer B, der den 8. Gegenschwerpanzerzug der 16. Kompanie des 502 Schwerpanzerbataillons der Strahlenlandesverteidigungswehr angehörte, war vermisst. Um den Kampf, der gestern Nacht im Nordsektor Alpha ausbrach, zu unterstützen, rückten wir aus, aber auf dem Wege gerieten wir in eine Zone, in der sich eine mächtige
Yes, this whole German segment is untranslated. I was gonna say, was that German? It sounded German to me.
verloren Nummer 24 aus den Augen. Es gibt
That's
noch immer
interesting.
kein Signal, weder von Freund noch Feind. Es scheint die Vernichtung zu sein. Wir entflohen vorläufig dem Sektor Alpha.
I suspect them to say is that they're assigning tasks to their remaining assets. That could be it.
Und geben jetzt diese Nachricht. Nunmehr schicken wir noch einmal Nummer 25 und Nummer 26 in die Zone der elektromagnetischen Welle mit dem Befehl, die Suche nach Nummer 24 zu beginnen.
Very odd to see. I do kind of wonder, see the 26 and 24 in the Japanese subs, that's the number painted on their sides. Oh, okay. I didn't notice those, but it's kind of hard to notice some things with this.
How long will it take us to get out of the magnetic wave area? I need the data now.
Out of data. Lovely.
Damn, this is getting on my nerves. What happened?
Oh good, I can't read any of this.
No reason
It is so pixelated, I really
to get excited.
can't read any of
Proceed
that.
step by step.
Okay. Yeah, it's just so, yeah, especially with that on its side, it's so hard to...
Who knows? This might come in handy in case of emergency, right?
Out of data.
Out of data. I believe once upon a time some great scholar said something like that.
All right. Yes. Okay.
I want the data.
Nut rocker.
Nut! That can't be true! Find somewhere to hide.
Okay. I'm having a hard time following this, but is that what they think speaking German are? Why is there like a Stonehenge type structure? Damn, I'm confused. I'm not good at following along with this, apparently. Alright, let's...
Didn't we destroy them all during combat last night? Huh? Data.
Okay, so it's out of data, I think analyst, that's his report. I cannot figure out that. Is that condition report or action report?
This is ridiculous. There's no way we can find a condition like this.
That's condition report.
I know. Turn everything off. Turn into a stone.
Okay, this is very interesting. Looks like we're gonna end up having ads in about 5 minutes, so please everyone stick around. Unfortunately, but action, so a good chunk of this is typically more visual than it is auditory. Remember that nut rockers are what looks like a tank type thing that I think was sending out a German transmission.
Leeds foot. Why now? At a time like this. Jesus. Bitches.
The other guys have mobility suits that doesn't seem all that mobile. Weapons or lasers?
Shit. I can't stand it anymore.
Okay. Not very good at staying still.
Whoa!
Total chaos.
They found us. Wake up. We've got to go. Start the engine. Calm down.
The funny bit is that it's a frickin' a metal outer shell, so him rubbing his feet together is going to do absolutely nothing.
Okay, only 3 laser cannons left. Let's get our asses out of here.
Oh, good. So that combat actually just moving slowly, just too slowly, apparently.
That was too close for my comfort. Now we can be more than chicken shits and run away. Let's turn and kick some ass.
Laser cannon.
Wait,
Sarge.
Will you calm down? You're such a temperamental machine. Your engines are killing my ears. Mellow out, okay?
Condition report.
Here they come. This one's for you!
All right, then. Okay, I assume when he was done, he blinded it. Or at least
Now,
semi-blinded
fire!
it. Okay, and then side turret ring. Makes sense to
Stupid
aim for
ass.
it.
You were supposed to aim at their computer system.
Okay.
Watch what you're saying. Don't you dare talk back to me.
Home airport, dead zone.
Okay, honey, I'm sorry. You did a good job. Let's run in there.
So he's blinded in an area of it by shooting at an area that doesn't have the same sensors, so that's kind of odd, but okay.
Great. Stay right where you are. Okay, that's perfect.
Oh, I'm glad. Okay. I'm going to assume that we
Bye-bye,
saw
nut.
3 laser cannons.
Write me from Android hell.
Is that 3 laser shots or?
God almighty!
Very dangerous.
Be careful, duck!
Okay.
You monster! Hold on. Next time you move, you're gonna get bullets all over you. You wanna look like the inside of a beehive? Now! I can't believe its power. It's gonna take more than fucking balls to beat us. Their weak point is right above their shooting tower.
Very odd thing.
Yee-haw! Ride 'em doggy! Use your right hook shot to smash that polyphonic antenna. Can't you do anything?
Such an odd mix. Like
Isn't there anything you can do? I'm not fucking Indiana Jones. Data. That has a familiar ring to it. Out of data.
So we were just riding on the front of a.
We're getting
enemy
nowhere.
vehicle.
Okay, let's take our chances. We'll blast them as we descend. In other words, you mean wait a little bit longer.
Such an odd thing. I don't like it. Kinda cool, but kinda cool, I guess, but kinda reminds me of the Han suit from Subnautica.
Nut! What are you trying to do?
Alright, so he's been knocked off of it again.
Fire!
Alright then. Okay, so he got in a shootout match with the thing, and for some reason it propelled him backward significantly. Okay then. It looks like he dodged one shot, and then they sort of traded. At least that's what I'm assuming happened. I couldn't really tell. Is there stuff moving at the bottom there? I assume that looks like the nut rocker is destroyed, but only one side of it can I actually see anything on. A good chunk of this is way too dark to really be able to identify anything. Dang, is it grainy. An interesting thing, but it's definitely an interesting little short story, but it definitely is causing it so that I'm just having a hard time being able to identify things. Outside temperature, I feel it was cold, it looked like C, I assume it's Celsius. I couldn't tell what the inside temperature said it was. Oh good, he's alive.
It's hot. Like a sauna.
Okay.
What happened?
So second laser emitter and cannon functioning?
I'm burning up. Water. Conrad. We'll go to the Earth this weekend. We'll get away.
Okay. Okay, so that didn't end up dying. Okay. Was there laser cannon shot at? really see what was happening. It was too dark to really get any clear view on anything. Which, to be fair, is probably realistic, but not so great for storytelling. Can't exactly tell what ended up happening. What is it shooting at?
Start engine.
Okay. It's such an odd thing, and I really don't know what's going on.
All right.
Wait, what is it doing? I can't tell. Is it just blinding the sirens, the fire? I can't.
Now's our chance.
Oh, it's way behind them.
Now! Fire!
The details in shadow are completely
All right.
hidden.
We did it, buddy.
Okay, so they've finally taken out that nut rocker. Okay. And so what? Now that there's no danger, he can finally.
Let's go home, buddy.
Do that? Okay. And then that rocker burns in the bottom of what looks like the side of a cliff. Which I didn't even realize was there.
This is Conrad. Corporal Bush, do you read me? Over. This is Conrad. Corporal Bush, do you read me? Over.
Okay.
I read you, Conrad, loud and clear. Over.
Hey, how you doing?
How am I doing? After what you just put me through, you ask me how I'm doing?
Calm down. Take it easy, Robert. Obviously, the operation was a success. You survived. This proves we have a new and invincible unit.
Ah. So that's a prototype, apparently. Okay. I feel like a good chunk of this was only really able to be understood after anything actually occurred. Success after the rest of his prototype team got blasted. Yeah. Alright. MAK. Created by. I have no idea to say that name. Oh. Okay. Alright, so. Okay. Okay, so this was a Japanese science fiction series started in a hobby magazine apparently. Okay. Uh okay. Oh, and it was inspired a little bit by Star Wars, Blade Runner and Road Warrior. Oh, ILM model builders. There were numerous kits, armor aircraft, hard armor suits, bipedal walking tanks, and aircraft, gravity systems. Japan over copyright of the series. Yeah, right. Okay. And eventually SFD name in favor of. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Oh, there's a after credit scene. Okay. I'll read that, and then I'll continue reading through the story section. I have to imagine that this isn't yeah. Was this the only short story, or was there other short stories in this series? I guess I'll figure that out after reading the wiki a bit more. It was very interesting. And the war will be over by. I have no idea. Is that something that's in this, or? Oh, there's two more of the wonders. Okay. Okay. I'll just leave with that. Okay. I'm in the story section of the thing. Nuclear World War. It looks like 4 in 2807. Population enters the planet uninhabitable. 52 years after the war, a research team from an interstellar union called the Galactic Federation ascends to Earth and discovers that the planet's natural environment has restored itself. The planet and sends over colonists to the surface. Cities and towns are eventually formed over the next 20 years. Attracts the attention of criminals, military, deserters, and other lawless elements who wanted to hide on Earth away from the authorities. The film militias protect the colonists, but the new interlopers often defeat them. Civil unrest, and the colonists forming their own government. The Federation gives uh, the Strahl Democratic Republic the right to govern the planet in the late 2870s. The SDR sends 3 police battalions and 3 Foreign Legion corps to Earth and uses heavy-handed tactics such as travel restrictions and hard labor camps to restore order, which creates resentment amongst the colonists. In response, the colonists create the Earth Independent provisional government and declare independence from the SDR. The SDR immediately establish a proper government and attempts to quell the uprising. The wealthy colonists hire mercenaries who are descendants of World War IV veterans to form the Independent Mercenary Army, which, bolstered by the presence of SDR Foreign Legion defectors, they attack the SDR forces, and the battle to control Earth begins in 2882. Also show images, results of, uh, to get a feel for designs. Okay. All right. Over the next 4 years, the SDR and IMA fight each other at several locations worldwide while developing new technology along the way. The war turns up a notch in June 2883 when the IMA deploys a new weapon, the armored fighting suit. To devastating effect, the SDR eventually builds up their own AFS units in the last SFVD installment published in December issue successfully defeats the new SDR. No idea how the heck to say that. Unmanned command and control mecha using a computer virus that also creates a new artificial intelligence system on the moon. Okay. Oh, and then there's the okay film using miniatures from a script penned by a co-producer. The 25-minute original video in the Wiltshire wasteland on Christmas Day, 2884, before focusing on a badly damaged IMA SAF unit. The pilot, I think it's Corporal Robert Bush, who is still alive, seeks to get his armored suit back up and running and leaving the battle area. We're under heavy jamming, seeing two of the SDR's new Nut Rocker robot hover tanks arrive nearby. Bush tries to hide, but bodily functions give him away. One Nut Rocker gives chase, and the SAFS AI points out to Brush how to defeat it. He eventually clambers on the tank, which passes through the rubble of a town and randomly shoots at high places to bring down objects that could snag him. With the SFS right arm shredded off by the nutcrackers. Wait, does it say? Was it saying nutcracker or nut rocker? What did this say? This says nut rocker, but the wiki says nutcracker in some spots. Okay. 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 Which passes through the rubble of town. Okay. Laser blast and snow settling in. Oh, with the SFS, right arm sheared off by the nutcrackers, laser blast and snow settling in. Bush is knocked unconscious all night long from the fall while the tank breaks down under the cold the next day. Wakes up Bush because the nutcracker is active again and is preparing to kill him. Bush gets up and faces the tank as it charges toward it. Buggles on its weight. The tank plunges into the ravine. Okay. And there's a feature film as well. Okay. Right. Okay. That's kind of cool. And then you wanted me to look up what is the MA dot K dot okay. Okay. And then this will have some of the, I assume, just looking up NA.K. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is a lot easier to actually kind of see what's going on with these models. Okay, that looks kind of cool. Yeah, a lot of those kind of look somewhat like the prawn suit from the IP and uh flared up in popularity due to the 2019 15mm war scale tabletop. A game being cast in Australia. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. It's definitely an odd thing. I don't think I've ever, yeah, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. We'll just move over to the avatar screen. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Shoulder. Yeah, I definitely find that kind of cool. I've not heard of that before. Pretty cool. And yeah, I can definitely imagine like those kind of tabletop games are pretty darn cool. I've not played too many of them, but the ones that I have played, I've always been quite a big fan of playing. I don't think I've played any games with like the miniatures where it's like a war tabletop, but I have played some other ones. I found out about myself when looking up a Star Wars vessel, found a blog of him masking a Star Wars original model. I looked through his blog and found he had made another original, this time for MA.K. Ah, interesting. Yeah. And I dived into the deep end and watched it with my buddy. I was streaming to at the time on Discord. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's definitely a pretty interesting story. I definitely have to say that, yeah, him being the mech expert helps to understand what we could barely see on screen. Yeah, that it was so hard to see anything on the screen. Like, due to that kind of both being very pixelated and, um, yeah, it being severely pixelated and being very covered, so hard to actually end up seeing what was on screen. But, you know, once you kind of read through the story, you can kind of make out what actually was shown. Because, yeah, I could kind of see that. The fact that there was that cliff there that buckled under his weight was, yeah, authentic 720p from way back when. Eh, I mean, I've seen 720p computers. Like, it's not exactly like I've not seen things that are in, 720p, but like that is like what happens when I end up with like what is it, 360p instead? Like that is really freaking bad. What is this? Yeah, 360 or 144. Like that is some really fun, really grainy footage. Uh, yeah, I have seen old stuff, and it's definitely not been that bad. So, to be fair, I don't know how old the old stuff that I watched was. So, yeah. Was there anything else, or is it about time to go try to raid somebody new or raid somebody else and continue the train of those who might have stayed? I'm gonna try raid, and then I gotta go to the bathroom. So, was there anything else you wanted to show me tonight, or I got more for the Google Drive. Okay, long overdue. Okay, yeah, I think the Google Drive stuff I'll probably do. How long would you say the stuff on the Google Drive is? Like, how much time do you think that'll take? Kind of thing of the time to take to set it up. I might end up having to do that. Might end up having to do that and maybe getting all the stuff set up for it, and then doing that for the next stream. Maybe start of the next stream, depending. It'll be Tuesday, so in about what, 3 days? Might be able to get it done early, but yeah. I do need to figure out what I wanted to do for stream. Because I'll be honest, I honestly don't know what I'm going to be doing for stream on that day. I kind of ran into this problem with the stream on Tuesday. Was that I more or less ended up having such a just I have no idea what I wanted to do, and so I ended up just doing nothing basically. It's not amazing. Okay. Yeah, was there anything else besides stuff on the Google Drive or um about an hour total? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've been trying to end up getting myself to bed a bit earlier because, well, s- it's not exactly the smartest decision to like go to bed at like 1:30, 2 o'clock, and be getting up at like 8, which is when I've been trying to get up at. Even 9's not amazing. So I'll probably give on the new one for now and probably you, yeah, probably save that for another day and just try to make sure that I download all of it. Try to make sure that I get everything downloaded for that, and then we'll be good to go. Because I also need to remember how to get everything set up. So, yeah, I think I'll do that. So let me just find somebody to raid. Is there anybody I am currently following who's playing? Uh, let's see. Who do I want to raid? Anime? Uh, let's see. Let me get rid of this. Didn't I raid this guy already? Did I not? Oh no, I haven't actually. I think I've raided this guy before. I just don't think I've actually ended up following him. I need to do that. Either way, I'll go start the raid then. Yeah. Thank you. Oh wait, that's not what I've been. That's the wrong thing. Okay. There we go. Alright. Yeah. We'll start the raid and then we will yeah, we'll be good to go. Alright. Yeah. We'll start the raid at this point. Yeah. I'd like to say thank you all for coming out and watching. I've been Captain Hundraxis signing off. it shows their channel as being offline. I don't know if their stream died or something, but yeah, I went to go raid them, and then their channel just dropped. I don't know if maybe it did that. Let's see. Who else would I want to raid? I think I'll do another check of their channel just to be safe, but it looks like their channel, yeah, their channel's currently offline, so I think I'm just gonna end up raiding uh somebody else. I think I'm gonna end up raiding I think I'll do Gooey. Raid Gooey. So he's playing currently Titanfall, so yeah, we'll raid him. Yeah. As I had said again, thank you all for coming out and watching. Hopefully this time the raid will work. Signing off again.